He ruined lives for profit. People feared his name. But one day, the man who owed him money didn't fight back. He forgave him instead, and that moment changed everything. He was known in his town as a ruthless loan shark. He lent money, charged impossible interest, and collected debts with threats and fists. He had everything, money, power, and control, but deep down he was empty. He couldn't sleep. The faces of those he'd hurt haunted him. Then one day, he visited a man who still owed him money, a Christian man barely surviving. The debtor looked at him and said, "I can't pay you back, but I forgive you for what you've done to me." For a moment, he froze. No anger, no fear, just peace in the man's eyes. He walked away confused. No one had ever shown him grace before. That night, he couldn't stop thinking about it. How could someone forgive him, the one who'd caused so much pain? Weeks later, he returned, not to collect, but to apologize. He said, "I don't understand this kind of love." The man smiled and said, "It's not mine. It's from Jesus." That was the day everything changed. He gave up his old life. He began attending church. He started helping those he once exploited. He said, "I used to break people with debt. Now I help them find freedom, not just financial, but spiritual." Matthew 6:12 says, "Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors." Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's power, the kind that transforms hearts hardened by sin. Because when grace enters where guilt once ruled, even the hardest soul can be reborn. Maybe someone hurt you deeply. Maybe you've been holding on to bitterness. What if forgiveness could set you free? Not them, you. Grace doesn't excuse the wrong. It redeems the person. If you believe that forgiveness still changes hearts, type "Grace wins" in the comments. Share this story to remind someone no one is too far gone for God's mercy.